into her own in the meta coming towards the end of 7.19. And yeah, I really like the Lena hero here. Just having a look, the attack speed got changed from 600 max to 700 max.
Right, okay, that's interesting. Bane gets banned out. I like that. Actually, it's probably going to be a Yamich hero that they yet to pick, though. I imagine Always Wanna Fly is probably going to be playing this Rubik. He loves that hero. He'll pick it up for himself whenever he can. Even, ever since Epicenter last year. A big fan of that lift. And now that Rubik's, even stronger, why not?
10 seconds
well, yeah, that Arcane... Can't remember the second part of the bloody name. Arcane... Supremacy, yes. I keep getting it, because of the... I know it sounds stupid because the Outworld Devourer change as well with the Equilibrium. I keep thinking it's Arcane E something. So it'll take a while for Supremacy to stick in my head. On that
bit of a weird
change.
name, isn't it, though?
Yeah.
Different.
I get it, though, because it means his spells are better than the spells of the people that he's stealing them from. Because he gets the... I want to say it's extra damage and a smaller cooldown.
It's extra magic damp, and it increases the longevity of the spells. It reduces the enemy's status resistance.
Yeah, and it's I mean, imagine, or maybe not a double edge, but maybe imagine stealing a Chain Frost here, or the Shadow Poison.
Yep, it's really good with the Lena as well, with the Laguna Blade. More damage amp. We've talked about, being able to blow up the PA. I think when you get Eighth Lens Axe with the level 20 talent on the spell amp, it does 1,050 damage. Now you put the Rubik on top of that, it's going to be, about 1,300, 400 or so. I've seen a game like this where PA just can't play Dota because she just dies instantly. It's horrendous.
Lion? Question mark?
I think Lion's I actually think Lion's an okay pick here as well because they need something that stops the Shadow Demon just going onto this lone druid in the safe lane. You get the disruption into the stomp from the Centaur as well. You just need something with a stun that's able to break up that combination, I think. Some kind of lockdown would also be nice as well.
Plus the lean lion. That is the combination. The lean lion combination with the finger as well as the Laguna Blade.
Played an amazing game once where I played Nyx, and they both tried to ult me at the same time, and I carapaced, and they I didn't kill either of them, but it was put the shades on and walk away kind of moment.
The dream. But yeah, I'm just thinking with the Lena Lion, the two ult combination now with Lion getting plus 50 damage every time. He only has it up at level 1 every 160 seconds, I want to say, but it'll be the Tusk again.
Yeah, I don't mind this. It's okay. You can pair up this more greedy support in the Tusk with the Lone Druid as well, who's a strong core in the laning stage. It's okay. You can have the Snowball save up against this Stomp and the Disruption as well. Oh!
We forgot about the Brute Mama. But Spiderland's magic resist has been reduced by 10%? Oh.
Yes, it's now 40 instead of 50 magic resistance.
Okay, that's still a really high number.
It's a pretty good Brood game, I'll be honest. They have some kind of answer as well. They have the BKB piercing minus armor from the Slardar. They can bring him down, but if this Broodmother gets rolling, feels like nobody can deal with him for the first 15 minutes of the game or so. Which can be a bit of a worry for Winstrike.
So, we're going to get ourselves the Lone Druid, Rubik, Slardar, Lena, and Tusk up against the Broodmother, Shadow Demon, Centaur, Warren, Phantom Assassin, and Lich. Just top of your head, not thinking about which team and who's playing who and that. Which draft do you prefer here?
I was going to say Winstrike, and then the last pick Broodmother came out. Personally, I would rather play the Winstrike draft, but then you have to play up against Brood, and I think this is a very good Brood game. So I'm going to go with Team Empire Hope.
Alright, Hope looking to close it out. They do need to win this one more game to survive through the lower brackets, and I'm pretty sure this is a survival game, so if Winstrike lose here, they are donezo.
Yeah, correct. Winstrike can't afford to lose this game now. They've not been on a great run recently, so need to try and pick themselves out the dumps here. They really rally round. Got some confident heroes, so they're all playing pretty confident heroes for themselves. Non-Grass played the Slardar a lot. Yamich played the Tusk last game, as we saw. Always want to fly on his Rubik. So
I got a quick pause.
If there was a time where they can do it, it's going to be this game.
Okay, they're ready. Hopefully this will just be quickly straight back into it. Looks like it's going to be the Rubik Slider offlane. How do you feel about this? I mean, I guess you can get the telekinesis back into the slam. Oh, the Slithering Crush.
Yes. They've been picking this combination a lot. It's really strong. I don't think I've seen them lose a lane with it yet.
Really?
So yeah, it's really good. Because you have so much burst damage with, you prime the charge up just before the lift as well. I prime the bash up, sorry, I mean. Yeah. So you get the extra damage coming through there as well. I've seen 3 people try and gank Nongrata when he gets to level 6 and he kills 2 of them before he dies. So it's as soon as he gets any kind of rotation in to help him out, it's very difficult to play against him. I say that there's 4 of them down there.
Heroes stacking up. Yeah, they're going to go for the stomp right out of the gate, and Rubik just says, I think you're on your own. Yeah, he takes another quick look, walks himself into the room. The telekinesis does come up, and Nongrata going to be killed off there. Moon picks up the first blood, and then they both just start walking themselves away towards, or at least the Centaur does. Everybody else is hanging around. Maybe they get themselves a second kill out of this. Yep, they're going to go for the invade, and
it's a nice lift though, boy. I always want to fly. It stopped PA getting the last hit for the kill. It doesn't seem like much, but you want to slow down that PA as much as you can.
Battle begins.
Rune coming up in 2 seconds. Are they going to be able to get another telekinesis off? Nope. PA still picks it up. The double bounty rune does go the way of the lone druid top.
2 for 2.
That's the trade they were looking for. Like I say, you abandon your off lane rune or your safe lane rune, and you just trade them 2 for 2. And then the support can either look for an aggressive try here, or just look for a TP off, because you get your free level 1 TP. And it's got its own slot now and everything, so it looks all nice and shiny when you use it.
Is this tri-lane on tri-lane action down here? Pretty sure this favours the Winstrike massively, because the lone should be able to smash this Centaur in the lane top.
How do you think about the lane itself? Just because of the 2 range supports being able to do damage with the Shadow Poison, the Disruption, the Chain Frost, not the Chain Frost, the Frost Blast, and even the daggers flying through from the Phantom Assassin, it's got to be hard for Slardar to get up and get the farm here, right?
Yeah, it is, but at the same time, I don't think it's about winning this bot lane for them. It's about threatening and make sure you tri-lane around the PA. And the PA is going to be sharing XP between 3 heroes, while the lone druid gets a solo XP top in this lane, so I think the druid should be okay, especially when he gets to that level 5 mark with the root being available.
Well, we'll have to wait and see how this lane turns out. Spider's already being spawned in the mid lane there as well. It's Kodos. Picked up his level 2. You're going for those spiders, keeping them away from Lina. Well, yeah, no. Look at that Dragon Slave comes out, and the spiders, one goes down to half health. It takes a little bit of frost from the creeps. But in general, those spiders are going to be healthy boys. Looks like the bottom lane, though. Are they going to be able to pick up the first blood? Yamich! Sorry, the first kill of Winstrike's side. First blood already went the way of the Centaur.
They see the Lich pulling at camp, so they know it's a 3-on-2 situation. They just blow up the Shadow Demon while they know the Lich isn't there. There isn't really much... It's like very defensive capability down here for the Radiant side. They don't have much kill potential, so this tag team on the Tusk, especially if you catch someone out of position, very easy to bring them down.
Well, Sayu could be in a little bit of trouble. Is there going to be a crush coming through? The tag team does come through the crush now as well. The right clicks onto Sayu. One more for the back. Back comes out the Frost Shield. It's not going to be doing enough. Sayu goes the Disruption, and now on the back lines, PA trying to chase down Always Want to Fly. A dagger comes through. Is he slowed down enough? Can he get this attack? He's going to blink. It's going to be the Fairy Fire coming out from Always Want to Fly. One more right click though. They are going to be able to clean this one up, and now Dream needs to get himself away. He's got no blink out for the next 4 seconds. Is he going to be able to get himself away? Got a dagger looking for the slow. Just tries to juke himself around the trees. Dream. Well, it wasn't a dream scenario. They trade 1 for 1, but finds the pick. Everything will be alright for this PA as he does get himself away from the impending gank coming through from the Tusk as well as the Slider.
Something small to note about this tri-lane as well is that everybody on the Dire side has sticks and nobody on the Radiant side does. So in these engagements where it breaks out in a 3-on-3, the extra burst in heal and mana, and HP and mana, could really mean all the difference. Just watch out for those stick usages, especially when the PA is giving them so many charges.
Smoon doesn't have the movement speed for the courier. Okay, and the courier's going to be fortified, but he is just stacking up here just to retaliate. Yeah, he's trying to creep skip this. Like you see, you can't really take on this lone druid. So he is being forced to, between the Tier 1 and the Tier 2 telekinesis is on the bottom lane. There's going to be a blink away though, so the Crush doesn't actually latch to the PA, and now Yamich could be in a little bit of trouble. He's popped that tag team, but it's already going to be wearing off, and the Frost Shield slowing him down. But now it's going to be the PA caught out, and a couple of heroes. The Crush comes out as well. Is there going to be a bash? Snowball onto the Lich now as well. They might change targets. Self heals Dream up.
And you see it there, they're trying to kill Yamich, he just pops his 10 charge stick, and all of a sudden they can't chase him anymore. I like what you said before up here in this top lane as well. This is a really interesting move by the center. The fact he's gone for the 1-1-3 build, and he's just skipping the creep wave. Playing it like an axe.
Yeah. And I guess he can with the retaliate damage, right?
Yeah, he definitely, there's no reason why he couldn't.
Oh, Kodos in the mid lane. Alina, one more right click. Ooh, Dragon Slave a little bit off the mark, cleans up the spiderlings, but the main baby mama of the spiders is staying alive with about 150 health and now healing up in those webs. The Laguna Blade there and you found the kill, but Lina was just one level short, in fact about half a level short of having that no mana now as well from that second Dragon Slave.
Tusk is in with his bot lane as well. This Shadow Demon has to be really careful.
He's staring at each other. Sayu's there. The telekinesis comes up. Is there going to be disruption? Not with the Crush into the snowball. Is there a bash now as well? Fable picks it up. Gonna go for the 1-2 and not picked anything up in the Arcane Supremacy just yet. Do you think...
I don't know. I think the 1-2's fine, but then you keep the 1 point in lift. You max out the Fable first, and then you max out the Arcane Supremacy after. So we'll probably be taking that at level 4.
Well, we'll be coming up pretty soon. He's about a third of the way to level 4. As Moon.
The thing is though, like the more points in Arcane Supremacy increase the lift time anyway, so you don't even really need to put the points in lift.
Yeah. Top lane, he might be making a move onto the Lone Druid. The TP's going to be coming in. There's going to be the Stampede, and it's actually going to be the Raw away. TP cancelled there by Yamich on the bottom lane. Looks like Moon is going to be able to get himself in there as Sayu will use that disruption. So Silent, it looks like with that Raw from the Burr, does keep him alive.
One thing I want to say is that Iceberg has been owning this mid lane much more than I thought he would. I feel like this lane matchup shouldn't go quite so badly. The Lina's really strong in the Brood's level 1 to roughly 4 or so. But after that point, the Brood should do okay. But because Lina's dumped at him so hard in that area of the game in the lane where he is strong, it's really difficult for the Brood to come back into this lane. Just kind of has to farm the jungle now, which Brood does better than most. So I'm sure we've all seen.
Yeah, everybody has a Brood story that's like, yeah, and she went into the jungle, came out 20 minutes later, and we lost.
The thing I've seen Nongrata do a lot as well is he kind of just rushes this blinks straight away after he goes for the treads first.
Kodos is low. Oh, the Dragon Slave, but if there was a Laguna Blade there, that would have been a kill. Kodos barely surviving just because of these webs, able to get himself through the trees, and... that's scary even for a Brood Mother.
He does Shrine up now though, so when he goes back to this lane he should be okay, trying to play from 100% HP instead of being about 20% HP all the time.
Yeah, no joke, he was on 200 and something HP, like 240, 250 health, and Lina was just walking up with the Laguna Blade primed, and I think it was mid-animation when she used it and just got out of range. Sayu though is going to be snowballed up, the Dragon Slave comes through, they are going to be able to kill off this Shadow Demon. He's slowed down, and Yamich picks up the kill. But bottom lane, now that they know, are they going to try and do anything about this Nongrata that just takes the Frost Blast to the face? Yep, telekinesis up into this, dragged back with the Crush. Not going to be in range in time.
Yeah, this PA doesn't really do too much until she gets level 6, so it's more about just protecting her at the moment with the Lich. Don't really do too much aggressively. Oh, Centaur top though.
Yeah, he's been rooted up. The right click's coming through. He's being chased down. And Moon, he's got no mana for that Stampede. There's no Shrine now as well. It was already used by the Brood Mama. So this chase comes out. If the bird catches up, gets a good roots off. This could be the death. Didn't actually go for the right click. And now the Brood Mama is going to be putting these Spiderlings in silent. He's actually being minus to armor. Does he get himself away with this Raw? Still being right click down as Nongrata does get the kill onto the Lich. But it looks like silent. The Spiders are chasing. And unlike the Burr, it can still be pretty deadly away from the main hero. Yamich though, Shadow Poison, Tier 1 tower, Snowball dodges it off. Do they have enough damage? Well, Dream's there. He can just throw a dagger when the snowball breaks. Yamich is healing up with the salve, and it's not going to be the dive coming through from Dream. It is going to be the dive coming through from Dream. He's instantly crushed up, though. The tag team to slow him down, just to let the Tusk get himself away. But this point, putting Nongrata in a little bit of trouble, being slowed down by the frost armor. Nongrata with the chase. The right click's going to be coming out the crush as well. But the Gaze, they take down the Slider. They chase for Yamich now as well. The dive through the snowball. It's going to be on Dream. The Iceberg comes in with the Laguna Blade. They're going to try and chase this one down. Dream is going to be able to get himself away. It's going to be the Light Striker Ray as well as the Dragon Slave, and always want to fly picks that one up. Yeah, poor Sayu.
The courier.
The courier lifted up into the air, and he is dead.
All according to plan, says PA. I don't quite agree with that one. But, all right. So this brood's starting to fire up a storm though, because the scene has been moving around. He just jungles so quickly on this brood mother. You can use the ancient camps as well. So.
So, Kodos has got the medallion. We saw that go onto the lone druid that helped get the kill there as well, going straight for that diffusal blade, which is okay. Iceberg gets the kill onto Dream.
That's the Alliance double gank. If you ever watched the Major, Alliance did this thing where they would gank the enemy mid lane and then just stick around, wait for him to come back, and then just kill them again. Iceberg does that in the bot lane. It's really nice, just to slow the PA's game down and.
Lich, yeah, frost armor all you want, mate. You are dead.
Very surprised he used the shrine there as well.
Yeah, it's a bit greedy, right?
Just a little bit. He also misplaced this ward, I think.
Yeah, that one's on the steps. On the high ground.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Poor Lich. But yeah, they shift Nongrata to the mid lane to look for the XP, maybe they'll look for the money for the Blink Dagger, and just, like you say, having Iceberg rotate around, look for these ganks. Up against the Broodmother, like you say, farming the jungle though, getting close to the Diffusal Blade, only, what's that, about 850 gold, 800 gold away from finishing that. That's going to be scary, because I think Kodos comes out of the jungle with that and just starts looking for kills.
Yeah. Definitely. You see some people build the Mask of Madness instead of the Diffusal first, just to try and farm up faster, but I like this decision by Kodos. Yeah, when he gets this Diffusal up, like you say, going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 1 tower, frost armor is on that, so that procs through and the creeps will be taking damage. That's dirty. That really is a really dirty spell.
It is, but Nongrata has his level 6 on the Slider, so again, like we said, it's very difficult to fight into him now on that point. And they're just going to try and group up. Are taking towers on Winstrike now. No Centaurs maxed out this retaliate thing, so he doesn't really do any burst damage at the moment. Trying to wait for him to farm up his blink before the Centaur can really come online, so he needs to try and abuse that. Take as much of the map as he can in the meantime.
How do you like the phase boots on the Centaur here? Because it is, you have the channel as long as you're attacking a hero, or attacking a unit, you know, and it's got a 0.5 second fade. Do you think that's really good? I guess it goes with the Stampede, right?
Yeah, it's nice. The best thing about this is as well, it gives you armor, and Centaurs are a very low armor hero. You know, you want to be that tanky frontliner, so with the change to the way the phase boots are now, it's definitely the boots of choice.
Okay, well, the smoke comes out from the side of Winstrike, and yay, other side of the map, found the Dire jungle. Broodmother's in the Radiant jungle top side, but the spiders are going to act as a scout, as it just looks like he's going to be able to farm down these ancients. So Kodos, you know, I think he's got the Diffusal Blade being shipped out to him, or the courier. It might be spotted in. Snow's going to go, the telekinesis comes out, Broodmother is going to be able to run himself away from this, and it looks like he is. He even gets the shrine off, gets a Diffusal Blade just at the right time, and now always want to fly. The spiders will pop the mages. Looks like he's going to be the TP from Iceberg. Are they going to be able to do enough damage here? It's not going to be anything to cancel this. Nongrata is going to TP himself away now, and Yamich just far enough away to look for the trees, but the Laguna Blade comes out into Moon. There's going to be the stomp now as well. It looks like Iceberg picks up the kill. Centaur gives his life.
Very nice by the Dire, just making sure that tier 2 stays alive. They're delaying this Centaur from getting his blink, like we've said. Very important, just to make sure they can keep up the pressure on the other sides of the map. I think the lack of wave clear on the Radiant is becoming really apparent now as well. Like they're really struggling to deal with when Dire group up and start pushing in towers. They don't really have any ways of stopping them. It's not like they have a position 4 with wave clear like this Rubik, or like the Tusk with the shards. going to become a bit of a worry, especially when, you know, in this late game scenario, you want to be shoving lanes out just so you can go and gank on other parts of the map. Don't really get it this game, until the Centaur gets more points in double edge at least.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Lone Druid has gone for 4 Wraith Bands. And Agi-Powered Druids. Because, you know,
Standard.
why not? Why not?
The current patch is who can build the most Wraith Bands anyway, so... I think I've seen every Lone Druid build 4 so far. You know, it's really good on this hero.
I mean, I guess he's given thanks that the TP scroll has its own slot now, right? Because it means 1 more Wraith Band.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, I like this MKB pickup that he's going for as well. Really good up against the PA. You know, you have this Lina that can burst him down, but even so... Oh, save.
Blink was off the mark, but the Crush is going to be in. It's going to be the LSA as well, and Iceberg, Non-Grata split that kill between them. But, meantime, Brood is pushing the mid lane. There's going to be a fortification coming out. There's going to be a bottom lane push from Dream as well as Moon.
I don't know about this. The Rubik looks like to be, you know, trying to set up here. Pilot's keeping in. He has to be careful here on the Druid.
They're going to see them though. The Stampede comes through. There's going to be the Stomp now as well. Rubik will go down, killed off by Moon. The Chain Frost being dragged through. The bow is dead. What are they going to be able to do here, Sam? Tries to run himself away. Going to be throwing out the rod, trying to keep himself alive. They're going to be able to get the return kill onto Archangel. And Moon able to TP himself out, but this could be another one. Or Sayu gets a disruption off, and Lina, even with the double damage, not going to be able to catch up with that. And meanwhile, Broodmama once again doing Broodmama things in the mid lane. Tier 1 tower will fall.
This Centaur's trying desperately to get on top of the Lone Druid for the stun, but every time he does, the Savage Roar comes out and just pushes him back away again. He's having a rough time on the Centaur so far. You can see the difference in farm speed between the PA this game and the PA last game. You know, with the Magnus not being here, it's you know, a lot slower. It's not even going for this Battle Fury to help his farm speed either. But he has to be able to try and fight up against this Lina Lone Druid with the timing they're going to hit. So goes for the Manta instead.
And it looks like the tier 2 tower Lina might make some work of that. Oh, you might see the Broodmother again. I'm hearing a Crush. It's going to be a dead Lich Archangel, and now the Broodmother. It's going to be the LSA off the mark though. The Dragon Slayer does fly through. Kodos gets the kill with the Spawn Spiderlings once again. Kodos, yeah, just going to play it safe close to the Sayu. Looking for the save there as well. But mid lane now, Iceberg. He's got himself a siege creep by the side of him. He can start pressuring this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. And I don't know if Empire can fight around this.
It's a bit difficult, isn't it? Again, Centaur still... Oh, he's just picked up the Blink, actually, so fight might be a little easier. They don't have Stampede yet, though.
10 seconds. Lich is TPing in now as well. But it looks like they're buying time for the PA.
I like what Empire are doing here, though. They're just holding the high ground. They actually smoke under a vision. I'm amazed they've decided to put a smoke there without checking for ward first. They do it the other way around. They smoke and then deward. It's a bit of a misplay.
I mean, just lowering Winstrike into a false sense of security.
Sure, why not? It finishes the MKB now as well. He's so farmed. 4 Wraith Bands treads MKB at 16 minutes. He's only the third highest net worth in the game.
Oh. PP comes in, Non-Grata's gonna be there. This is a bait onto Dream though. It looks like Non-Grata's slowed down. Is the Iceberg gonna be killed off by Moon in the trees though? It looks like they're gonna try and fight this one through. The Stampede comes through as well as the Chain Frost is bounced around. Sound is over these Ancients, and it looks like Kodos gonna try and chase him down with these Spiderlings just spawning these webs. Non-Grata caught through in the disruption now as well. Sound slowed down by that Diffusal Blade. Bird trying to do what he can, but it's gonna be too late as Dream is gonna be able to pick up the kill, and now they're gonna be able to move over onto Always Wanna Fly as well. They get the pick off. Black Archangel is gonna be able to pick this one up, and Yamich being chased down. Is there gonna be another slow? The Diffusal Blade is there if they can slow him down any further. Snowball just to drag him a little bit further back, and now Dream comes in with another dagger. Kodos can't get over these ice shards, doesn't matter. Archangel picks up the kill, and the tier 2 tower on the top lane will now be in trouble from Moon.
Fantastic play by Empire there. They finally get the Centaur Blink, so it's so much easier for them to find these +1s. Felt like Winstrike just died one by one there. They've got been to the doctor. It's the SYBS, Save Your Buddy syndrome. They just fall one by one to this PA and Centaur, just jumping forward to each target. And all of a sudden, this game looks great for the Radiant side.
Yeah, as far as buybacks go, it's 4. Yeah, 4 on the side of the Radiant, 1, 2, just the one on the side of the Dire.
Yep, both teams have to try and fight around this Roach Pit now. And one team has a Slardar, the other team has a PA, so can be taken very easily by both sides.
Yeah, and you can have your Centaur tank that as well. Dreams is going to be using his blur to get himself into the trees and run himself away safe. It looks like Centaur could be in a little bit of trouble there, the blink, but there's going to be Yule Scepter up in there. A little bit of miscommunication there. The LSA comes out as well, but it's going to be the Laguna Blade being used. Stampede, is Moon going to be able to get himself out? I don't think he is. The Stomp, yeah, that animation, just a little bit too long, and Non-Grata gets him with a bash. Right clicks him, and Iceberg kills him off.
Was that an Iceberg Yule's onto the Centaur there?
Yes.
Yeah. Was it after he blinked in? Because I didn't see the start of that fight.
Literally, as Non-Grata blinked, there was a Yule Scepter came out as well.
Oh, they have the ward on the high ground. Oh, they've just put that down, actually. So, yeah. Really quick reactions by Iceberg, then. What a player.
I mean, they had the vision. He was in the river, they were on the high ground, so...
They've only just put that ward down.
Are you okay?
Oh, they were in the... Oh, right, okay, I see.
Yeah, so they could see him anyway.
Right, okay. He made an amazing play where the Centaur blinked on top of him straight away. Yeah, he had the quick fingers, but, you know, precast, whatever.
Yeah.
Not as amazing as I thought.
Well, it's still pretty amazing, but Silent Chain Frost bounces out between the Burr and his master, and this could be a dead Lone Druid, will be a dead Lone Druid. Dream picks it up for free. And now the dagger, they still see it with his illusions chasing him down. Do the jump damage. Yep, it's going to dive forward. The tag team comes through Snowball. It's going to be a little bit of a stun, but the dagger takes always one apply down to half health. And now, with the second crit, you pick up the kill onto the Rubik. And
mid as well.
Mid lane, though. Kodos being killed off. Iceberg gets that out of mana. Do they try and chase down Collapse on this? It looks like Slaughter Iceberg still hanging around. The Spiders chasing him out with those tiny little move speed legs.
Yep, very nice.
But
looks like they're gonna... I mean, Dire ping it out. I think they assume the Radiant's in there with the PA, but... Hey, without the Death Zone, doesn't actually take the Roche, you know, as quickly as normal, so... Yeah. It's still obviously very quick, but... Dire, they really just don't want to give this Roche up at all. They're very wary of this. They keep checking it over and over again.
Osayu in the river, there's going to be the disruption coming out. He's just in the low ground. Can he get himself away from this? The gaze drags him back in. There's going to be the stampede now as well. Iceberg will be killed off by Dream. Is there going to be anything from this though? It's going to be a snowball coming through. They're going to be able to maybe right click down the Slider. Has always want to play. He's already dropped. Slider comes back in.
Silent.
Grata with the move speed in the river though. He's trying to get himself onto Dream. Gets the crush off. But one more dagger could kill him off. He's actually going to blink forward and now the dagger onto Silent. Silent's going to try and run himself away. Kodos does take down Yamich on the low ground. 5-hero wipe going the way of Team Empire.
Dream managed to dodge the LSA stun by the Lina in the middle of that fight as well. Really well played by him, just keeping himself alive. And again, it feels very much like the way that Empire are playing. They get this amazing 3-man Centaur stomp, but they can't kill this PA at the moment. And she's just jumping from target to target and blowing up whoever she wants at the moment. She feels very safe. This is before the BKB even comes out. You know, it's only going to get harder for Winstrike.
Yeah, gets herself an Aegis there as well. There's Shrine on the bot lane being pinged out, you know, to just go and get healthy again. But Kodos starting to take over the Dire jungle. PA farmed the Radiant jungle, and slowly but surely they might try and choke out Winstrike here.
It's looking difficult now with the first Aegis going the way of the Radiant side. Probably looking to try and take these next two towers, outer towers on the map, I mean. Try and get as much map control going as you can, like you say, to starve Winstrike out.
Kodos sat in the Roche pit, but you just took it, mate. Roshan isn't going to respawn.
He's just a little bit scared that Winstrike might be smoking out here. You know, they see the Lone Druid in the bot lane, but you have to be a little bit scared of Iceberg still. And Non-Grata. Yeah. They do have good kill potential between them. Yeah, the Axe is out on the Lina now, by the way. This pure damage is going to be in effect against the PA now, so... With the Aegis, I don't even think he really cares. He's quite happy to die once, come back alive again and kill you all.
Yeah, and BKB is 700 gold away from being finished.
It's about 700 gold. I mean, the BKB doesn't save you from the pure damage of the Laguna Blade, though.
No, but it stops the setup from the LSA as well. It means you can dive in close, maybe get a lot of damage off before Lina can do too much damage.
Yep.
And tag team doesn't go through, but it cannot be dispelled. That's going to be a weird interaction that I have to see for myself, I guess.
He just sits on the front line and hits this tower because he has the Lich Frost Shield on him. He's like, yeah, can't deal with me. I'll do whatever I want.
LSA's going to be there, though. The Laguna Blade comes out. A Phantom Assassin, that's going to be the Laguna Blade down. And now the Stampede, Chain Frost bouncing through. It just is going to be popped. It's going to be a chase from this. It looks like they might just back themselves out. Yeah, LSA going to be off the mark. And PA was able to just blink herself away to the Centaur.
Yeah, I don't know why the PA blinked in there. No, they used the Laguna Blade, just reset. Go back, heal up and come back again because they've just used the Laguna Blade and they didn't kill you and now you've wasted your Aegis for no reason. It's not like it was about to, disappear anyway. A bit of a misplay there. Getting a bit ahead of themselves. Slardar actually went back for a Midas, by the way, to help his farm. I mean, the hero does, benefit from the attack speed on the Midas, but even so, I'm not sure about this one.
Oh, never turn your nose up at 40 attack speed. It's actually quite high.
It's very good.
As attack speed, it is 186.
Are scanning.
Okay, so it's not hitting the upper limits, but it's still quite high. He's looking for those bashes as well. He's only got 1 point into the bash of the deep, so not really stacking up the bonus damage as of yet. Sayu could be in a little bit of trouble. Tusk and Slardar scouting around.
Shred's change doesn't benefit Slardar as well. He's the kind of hero that wants the attack speed as well as the strength, but unfortunately you can only have one or the other now. With the power treads giving you damage instead.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
I mean,
attack.
damage isn't too bad. You've got your Manus armor, your big Manus armor and the haze, but yeah, you do want to couple that with as much attack speed as possible. So damage, it's not too bad because you still
That's okay.
trading off, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Big pickup soon though. Centaur almost has an Aghanim Scepter. It's just about to pick up the gold now by the looks of it with this bounty rune. Yeah, and so that's going to be flying out on the courier very soon. Lots of damage mitigation, going to be very good against this Lina. Whenever she tries to jump somebody, they can pop that Aghanim Scepter Stampede before the Laguna Blade comes out.
Yeah, and it just means your team can follow the Broodmother. If you're looking down at a team fight from the high ground, your Broodmother pops a web, and the rest of your team, the Stampede goes, just falls them down, and you can come from literally anywhere in these team fights.
I'd like to see a Crimson Guard next on Moon as well, just to mitigate some more of that damage coming through. The Lina right clicks, this tag team with the Slardar as well. Even the Lone Druid right clicks too. A lot of their damage is physical based.
Yamich is hiding himself in the trees. Got a TP, he's got 2 TPs. So, should just be able to get himself out. I don't think he can do anything against Moon. I think it's just going to be a case
of... see him.
Oh, they see him with the siege. It's going to be blinking in the stomp now as well. Frost armor is there. Yamich is going to be able to get him away. Slowed down by that gaze as well as the frost armor. Snowball's going to be able to siege creep, but the chase is going to be there. Moon can get the double edge and probably get the kill here now as well. And it's actually going to be the way of Archangel with that frost blast.
I forgot to say, by the way, I did look these guys up on Wikipedia, and Archangel, Dream and Kodos, none of them have a Wikipedia page, so there's actually, they're going on the Slardar here as well.
Yeah, he's been slowed down. They've also got the Diffusal Blade on him now, as well as the Minus Armor. He's going to be right-clicked away, and the illusions from Sayu able to pick that kill up.
The Stampede, they're looking for this Lone Druid mid.
Don't think they can find him.
He's pretty speedy. Not sure about that Stampede. Has a long cooldown now, since the 7.20 patch. 100 seconds at level 2, so...
Yeah, I mean, still like once a team... Yeah, once a team fight. I don't think that 100-second spells, 120-second spells, I don't think you should ever be afraid to use for one pick-off. Even coming into... Unless you're coming into the very late game where you're looking to close it out, I really don't think there's, an issue using it just to try and find one pick. They didn't find it there, but, maybe next time.
Like you say, you shouldn't be afraid. Just play aggressive, try and find those +1s like we've been seeing them do all game, but...
Yeah.
Iceberg top. He's trying to find somebody pushing out this lane, but... Dream just keeps sending his Mantis there instead. Dream understands that this lean is the biggest problem for him, so he's just building tanky. He's building stats. I was expecting a Satanic from him, but Skadi's good as well. Just beef him up a little bit.
Yeah, get the slow on the daggers as well though when you get your triple daggers coming out in the next couple of levels.
Triple slow. Nice.
It's a triple slow with a Broodmother slow, with a Lich slow, with the Stampede to speed up the enemy team, with the slow coming out on the Shadow Demon as well. That's a lot of control for Team Empire.
So slow they'll be walking backwards like Michael Jackson. Lich has a gem now as well. This map control is going to be thinning and thinning out for Winstrike. Trying to play around this roach pit on the top half of the map now on Empire. Ready for it to spawn. I mean, somebody's going to have to deal with this wave pushing in bot from the lone druid, but
at the same time, the Spiderlings just go, they pull the lane out on the high ground. Yep, the Dragon Slave doesn't even touch them there, and there's so many Spiderlings, But it looks like they maybe want to... TP's going to come in from the center, instantly pushed, and then telekinesis up into the air. I mean, what's he going to be able to do here? What was stolen? It's like, you got the Stampede stolen by the Rubik there as well. This means that everybody on the side of Winstrike should be able to get themselves away. Or maybe not everybody is Rubik. Fable does come out, always want to fly though. Dagger's going to slow him down. Is there going to be a blink strike? It's coming up in the next couple of seconds. Chain Frost just for the slow, and Sayu does pick it up with the poison. And meanwhile, mid lane, Broodmother doing Broodmother things.
I think Stampede's probably one of the easier things to steal. So both of Centaur's other active spell animations are... Actually, with Retaliate now, maybe it's not. If you pop Retaliate after you use the Stampede, it might be more difficult for Rubik, but...
Can you still Retaliate? Because...
I don't know.
I guess you take the passive as well, but there's going to be a blink stomp into the LSA comes through now as well. It's going to be pushed up into the air, so Moon will go down, but this might open the gates of Dream with BKB. They're going to be able to take down this tier 3, and now the fear comes out to the Broodmother. It looks like Empire just want to move themselves away after taking this tier 3. We'll be able to go for the shrines after that.
Yeah, with the Centaur going down, you don't want to push for that fight 4 versus 5, especially with the BKB going down. So back off for now. You know, reset, go for that 5 and 5, and like you say, you are able to take the shrines now with that tier 3 going down. Get the spiders on the shrines, dude. That's the way to go.
Yeah. In all honesty, you get a couple of webs, maybe just one web so they have a quick exit in case they look to be farmed up. But like you say, where's the wave clear on the side of Winstrike? How can they take these spiders down?
Yeah, it's almost a max 3-minute spawn on the Roche as well. Same as last game. And not going to favour this Radiant side, sorry, the Dire side, unfortunately. It's the other thing as well, if you take a bad fight there on the high ground as the Radiant, and the Roche spawns, you know, the Dire can just go and take it for themselves. It's very risky. I'm going to play around this Roche bit now instead of the Dire base.
Yeah. Kodos just trying to scout it up. But like I say, it's not going to be up yet for another minute and 24 seconds. Which, I guess Empire maybe just use that time to fortify the position around the Roshan pit. Lone Druid's looking for the split push and at least a farm on the bottom lane. Spirit Burr, he's actually got the items on silent and not on the burr. Is this something you think we're going to be seeing from Lone Druids now?
This is pretty standard. I think I haven't seen any bear builds yet since the new patch. Or top lane though.
Okay, they're going to be able to see the Lich. There's going to be the Fable. Lich wants to come in. He's going to be able to grab at least the Rubik with the gaze now as well. Stampede comes out. Always want to fly as well. The Frost Arm and the Stomp. I think that was the double edge as well, but it's going to be the Laguna Blade getting committed there as well.
Iceberg.
It's actually going to be cancelled off. Iceberg gets pretty darn low. Dream, does he want to try and dive this? It's actually going to go diving straight into the LSA, and it means Stongrata will be able to get himself up, but Dream wants to throw a dagger out at least over that tier 3 tower.
Again, you want to back off here. The Lich even buys back because they know the Roche is the most important objective here. Yeah, they need to push up this bot lane on the Lich so that they can go for that Roche without worrying about the catapults.
Yeah,
Lone Druid, I haven't seen a bear build yet. I think it's been this Mjolnir Dragonlance, you know, almost every single time.
Yeah.
That's why they tried to change it with the talents on the Lone Druid. You know, they got rid of the rapid attack speed and gave it the Spirit Bear attack time talent instead. I want this bear build to be more viable, which it's not really at the moment. Oh, PA.
Oh, might get the TP away. No, the LSA comes over. The Snowball going to be coming in now as well as a Crush. And Judy dodges off. Yeah, he did. And my game goes crazy as it just doesn't want to see the outcome of this fight. Iceberg getting pretty low. The BKB's being popped by there. And it looks like a dagger. One more dagger from Dream will kill off Yamich. The chase is on. What are they going to be able to get from this? It's going to be the Frost Armor. But the gaze once again. Drags always want to fly back in. Not going to be able to get himself out. Even with that Frost Armor being used.
What a play by Dream there, man, to dodging the Laguna Blade. I mean, if the Lina had been a little bit less greedy there, he could have just thrown it during one of the stuns, but wanted to go for that, go for the KS, it felt like.
Yeah.
Just the last hit with the Laguna.
The tier 3 tower, the spiders Moon pushing in now as well. This tier 3 tower. Dream up as well. B, another one going down on the side of Winstrike. The double dagger flies through, hits the burr. Kodos wants to go in. There's going to be a blink disruption from Sayu. LSA's going to be hitting onto Lich now as well. But the dive forward, Yule Scepter up into the air. Iceberg being slowed down. Don't think he gets himself away from this with the gaze dragging him back in. Even the Fable not going to be enough to cancel the damage down the buyback. It's going to be another LSA onto PA. PA's going to be able to go down. No, he gets taken out there by the Laguna Blade. Has no buyback. The Chain Frost bouncing through, but it is going to be in the fountain. So the heals come through there from the fountain, and Winstrike survived through that Chain Frost.
I have no idea why they're diving the base here instead of going for the Roche. This is a really big throw because PA doesn't have buyback either. I can now just walk into the Roche pit and take the Aegis for themselves. Just really poor decision making by the Radiant side.
I guess he was maybe looking for one more kill just to have the gold for the buyback, but he dove way too far. I think you get the Lina, as soon as the Lina buyback's there, you just leave.
This is so poor. Honestly, you really needed this Aegis on the PA. Instead of going for this top tier 3, you know, you'd already taken the tier 3. What's the point?
Yeah.
Just focus on getting this Roach. We've, you know, bigged it up so much within the last 5 minutes or so. Oh dear. Deary dear.
So Lena now gets an Arcane Rune as well as an Aegis. And net worth-wise, top of the chart, Lone Druid closely following. Yeah. Lone Druid picks up the cheese, he's going to go for a Skadi.
Yeah, I don't mind this. He just needs to become a bit more tanky up against this PA burst damage. I actually would have liked to have seen maybe an AC by him as well, but...
You get the scan onto Moon. Is there going to be a Blink Dagger into the trees? The Crush comes out now as well. Moon using the Stampede over and across the river. It was stolen by the Rubik. Are they going to be able to chase him down? Moon needs to carry on going as the Stampede wears off for both. He's going to try and go for the TP, but the lift, they've got the vision. They have got the kill. It looks like he's going to try and stomp his way out of this, but Iceberg, LSA comes out, has the Laguna Blade if he wants to use it. Gets the kill secure.
He had an Arcane Rune there on Iceberg. He just clipped the end of the Arcane Rune with the Laguna, so... Yeah, it's only dead down for 25 more seconds.
He might find the... Well, they do find the Tusk. Dream picks that kill up onto Yamich, and the gaze being used there just to make sure they get that.
Yeah, nice pick off. 1 for 1. Just trading farm at the moment. The problem for Iceberg here is that even though he has the Aegis, if the fight goes really badly, he still doesn't have buyback, so they have to be a little bit careful here still on Winstrike. Like that he's going for the armor item up against this PA. You know, we talked about it on the same with the Queen of Pain last game. Going for the Shivas. Good choice. Slardar's so poor. He went for the Midas, but he had to buy back, so lost a lot of his momentum with gold.
Yeah, that's not great for Slardar. That is, he feels bad, man. If I ever saw him.
Must be a Brood's building his own AC as well, actually. That's a scary thought.
Yeah, I guess it's more damage. The Spider's actually getting in, just taking down the wave as it comes out of the base here as well. Maybe just helps Empire get a little bit of a push onto this top set of racks.
There's a DD spawned bot, so Iceberg picks up. Even looked to bottle it up there, just picked it up straight away. With the bottle in his backpack.
Lich is going to show, and with this new ramp, Lena can come down right on top of him, maybe throw out the LSA. It's going to be the touches off, the Blink comes in now as well, the Frost down with the gaze.
Oh, no.
Aegis is going to be popped, and it looks like Lena... Yeah, Shadow Poison being procced there, even with the BKB. Dream just has too much damage.
What did we say about the Aegis and no buyback?
He's dead for a long, long time.
Top lane as well, the Brood's causing absolute chaos up here.
Going 4 for 1, and yeah, needs to move himself out of this fight now because Kodos, even on that, oh, that is creepy, the way he clings to the wall there, but the rest of his team coming to back him up.
Iceberg, what have you done? He gets the DD and feels really confident, and Centaur's just sat behind this Lich waiting for him. Baiting out the poor little Lich. I think with that play, this is probably going to be a set of racks unless Winstrike can somehow cling on to them.
Yeah, but they know the buyback. Not coming through now as well. Lone Druid is dead. Does he buy back for this? He does. Does he have a burst? Well, it's going to be the summon. If he goes down again, that bird's going to be down for 2 minutes, so the better part of as Lich gets pulled up into the earth. The blink forward, though, it's going to be always want to fly.
Gaze.
And that Ghost has to keep himself alive. The Gaze comes in and stomp the double edge into the snowball, though, and keeps him alive. And now the double edge will come out. Also want to fly. Gets killed off. Moon picks up that kill. And it looks like they want to try and chase it. Don't try and chase into the fountain once again. Silence slow down. The crit eats the cheese. It's going to be enough inside the fountain. It's going to be the right click button on grabs it. Might go down here as well. Dream does not cure. There's all 5 heroes. GG, it's going to be called Winstrike go down 2-0 to Team Empire.
Honestly, it's got to the point now with Winstrike, you know, they've had a bad few weeks, but they're all making some really silly individual errors. Looks like they're kind of just losing interest in like playing with each other, which, you know, it might not be true. You know, we can't tell that from the outside necessarily, but it feels like they're not on the same page anymore as a team.
Yeah.
They've played together for quite a long time now. Sometimes teams need a little bit of a kick up the arse. You know, they changed their coach like VP did at the end of this season. Sometimes you just need new ideas, and